Hello there, lovelies. In this video, we're gonna do a video about journal with me, so I hope you tag along. So my name is April San Pedro. If you're new here, welcome. And I love sharing videos about my process when it comes to creative journaling. I also like sharing about my small business. It's called Artisan Paperie, on how I do my stickers and some of my journal kits. I also like sharing some tips and tricks on how to use some of your crafting tools and materials. So for this journal with me, it's not the typical memory keeping kind of journal video. So if you're new here, I like journaling about my memories using photos and stuff, some journaling kits, but I also like doing a prayer journal. So I have here with me, I think this is my third prayer journal, which I'll be sharing another flip through of this. So this is actually where I put my prayers, or just simply whenever I wanted to talk to God. So I normally do this every morning, but lately my system has been very off. I woke up really late and a bit chaotic already in the house. My son is already up, so I don't have already a quiet time for myself. So I try to do this whenever I can. So right now, let's do a quick one. So right now, I want to share with you my process, how I actually do this. Okay, so before we start, here are the materials that I usually use for journaling. So this one is my prayer journal. So I have a specific journal for just my prayers and just Bible verses. You can have a small one or a bigger one. I also have a big one, which I only have a few more pages left, and I'm so quite excited to share that with you because that big journal has been unfinished for the past 3 years, I think. And aside from the journal, of course, a pen. So basically, this is all what you need. You don't need any fancy tools or whatever decorations that you need. A journal and a pen, or even a simple prayer, is all you need. And then, but if you feel like being creative, here are some of the things that I normally go to. So I have with me my handy dandy journal bag, which I have a video as well, what's inside this one. So these are the things that I normally use for journaling, or this is my go-to bag whenever I journal. So you'll find my tools, pens, stickers, and all those things. Now in this journal bag, I always carry with me the stickers and journal kits because I like adding or putting layers, like collage, like this one. So that's how I normally use this journal. I like sticking die-cut ephemeras, layering it with some backgrounds and all those things. So I always have a journal kit with me. This is one of the hero products that I make, a journaling kit. So every now and then I create a journaling kit with a specific theme. This one is the Love Like His journal kit. So it comes with different die-cut ephemeras. It has papers and stickers. But for now, I want to use something else. This one is from Illustrated Faith. These are from their print and pray shop, meaning you can purchase them digitally. So all you have to do is go to their shop, to their web shop, and then choose whatever digital files you like, and then you can automatically download them and print it, and that's it. You can print it on a sticker, or me, I like printing it on a semi thick cardstock because I like the layers, having a little thick layers on my page. So these are the things that I just recently downloaded and I wanna use for this journal spread. So what I have here are from Vanessa Walker, these 3 sets. Always watch out for their sales, especially every Tuesday, because they have newest design every Tuesday, and they give out really wonderful packages, or like they always have a sale every new design that is coming up. So if you feel like you need some inspiration for your journaling, these are really nice to add on your journals, because you don't have to draw or think of anything else, because the designer always on point and just so very inspiring. So this one is from the Beloved Society, or the collection is actually called Beloved Society, and this one is from Shana Noel. If you're not quite familiar with Illustrated Faith, so you can actually find them on Instagram. These are women who I truly find very inspirational. They love, I believe it's founded by Shana Noel, and she's just so lovely and very inspirational. I always love her process, and basically all the lovely ladies who contributes in their feed. So they share their process when it comes to faith journaling. They have monthly devotional kit that will help you with your faith or with your journey. This month, the theme for their devotion is fear not. They also have a prompt that will help you which Bible verse to look into every day. So for this video, I want to share this Bible verse from Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. So that's what I will be journaling for now. So if you're new to Bible journaling, or simply new in journaling, and you want to try prayer journal as well, I always journal about Bible verses that just pops into my feed or came across while I'm reading or something like that. If not, a feeling that I'm feeling at the moment. So like if I'm feeling anxious, I search for verses that's about anxiety that will help me cope. And I also just sometimes see quotes that's related to God. So those are the things that I journal sometimes. But sometimes I don't have any of those prompts. I just write whatever that's in my heart or whatever I want to share. So just something like this. But for now, I want to journal about this. The prompts are actually helpful just to keep you going, because sometimes you don't really know where to start. And if you have prompts, from there you would know how you're feeling, how it touches you, and how it helps you. I also started Bible journaling this year. So what I do is, like, every time I have a prompt or feeling something, I have the Bible with me, and I also journal on the Bible. However, I don't have that here with me, so I'm just gonna work on this Bible verse without the Bible. Right, so I think for this verse, I want to use this digital print from Shana Noel. If you really need some inspiration about journaling, I would definitely suggest you head over to their Instagram feed. They also have a YouTube channel, but they're more very active on Instagram. And they always have something for you to be inspired with. So you can print this and fuzzy cut it, but you can also use your Cricut just in case you want it. So right now, I want to use some of the elements here. I think what I just like about the digital element is you can print as many as you want. Although the con there is it gives you more work. But to me, I think the cutting itself is really therapeutic. It's part of the process, and it's also budget friendly because it's way cheaper than the physical kit. However, the nice thing about having a physical kit is you don't really have to do all the work, and it's just very much inspiring to simply have all the stationaries with you already. In the physical kit, they have a devotional book. You'll find die cut ephemeras. They also have stickers and stamps. It's actually very nice, which I also shared a little unboxing on my feed as well. The thing with digital ones is you can only get the elements. So the stamps, the stickers, and some of the ephemeras, I think, are not quite included. So it's exclusive just for the physical kit as well. But nonetheless, especially if you're new to this one, a digital kit can actually be less overwhelming because you only have a little materials with you, unless of course you already have your own, right? So like I said, the process of cutting, fuzzy cutting the elements is quite therapeutic for me. I normally do this while I'm watching or just binge watching, and then I have a pouch with me where I put all the elements. So sometimes I pre-cut them already, so whenever I journal, everything is just prepared. But right now, since these are newly printed, I just print. But right now, since I just printed them, so this is the only time that I can cut them. I only need some few of the elements because I also like playing with pens, markers, and all of those things. I also mentioned a while ago that I also make my own journaling kit. I also have digital kits, however, they are not properly launched yet because I am having a hard time finding a platform where I can upload them, so you can just simply download them right away. But for now, I do have different collections or journaling kit collections already. I think these are the only things that I'm gonna be using, or we'll see later. So I like adding backgrounds just like this, and lately I like using watercolor. I don't know, I just find them very easy to look at, easy to do, just so to remove the fear of a clear page. Another thing that I really like using are letter stamps, so which you will be seeing me use later as I write this one. I have here a jar of water with me and a tissue. How I choose colors is normally based on the elements that I have. So sometimes if I feel certain colors with me, that's where I start, and then the elements will come follow. But for now, since I already know these are the elements that I want to use, I will actually be using the same colors as that one. So I'm gonna put green, and I'm just gonna dab it or wash it all over my page. I'm using my very own pandagdag journal, by the way. So it's actually a Filipino term for refill. So it's a regular size traveler's notebook. It comes with plain and dot and grid pages. This one is the plain one. It is also stitch bind. So as you can see here on this side, well, here if you can see here on this side, stitch bound. So I just play with paints like this because it just serves as a background. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of pink and orange. Now this one, for some reason, is my favorite color or combination. So this is also a good way if you just want to break your creativity. If you kind of feel like stuck, you don't know what to do, you don't have to add so many layers. You can just play with colors, and then that's it. Just like what I did here. So I wasn't feeling really being creative, but I just played with color, and that's it. No stickers, no nothing. And you can also use acrylic paints. Acrylic paints are quite heavy, but some pages can handle it. I've tried it with this journal. It's nice also if you put gesso before adding paints. With watercolor, just make sure you use just a little bit of water. The journal can handle it so far. So I'm just adding a little dot marks here to break the background or the wash background. I want to add some marks, replicating something like this, just like this. So I'm using colored pencil for this one. You can just scribble, add lines. It's up to you whether how you wanna do this. So this is also another way of just simply playing with your journal and breaking the page or the clean page. So if you're quite lost, just play with it. This also help you keep the groove going. Right, so for now, I'm just gonna let this dry for a while. I don't have my dryer with me or the heat gun with me, so I'm just gonna wait for a little while to dry. And if you notice, there's a little bit of warping on the page, which I really like. That's why maybe I think I'm into watercolor lately, which as you can see, it's mostly what I've been using for the past few pages or spreads. And so far, the paper can handle it. I tried more water than this, and so far it's so good. So yeah, so we'll just let this dry for a while. All right, so now it's done. I like it even better having all this warp on the paper. I'll be using this alphabet stamp. It's also from Illustrated Faith, from one of their physical kits that I got before. Just gonna use a black ink and acrylic block for this one. So what I'm gonna stamp on is the Bible verse. Sometimes if it's too many words, I just write them just like this, or it depends on how I'm feeling. So like this one, I want to use a brush pen. This one, I want to use stamp. Sometimes I also like using alphabet stickers, or maybe I just mix it every now and then to give a different feel of the entire journal. Make sure if you're doing this, don't be too focused on your decoration. It is not about being creative in your journal. That one should be just a part of it, but not all about being creative. The important part in your journal is how you're feeling, although being creative on it will actually give you a good feeling. However, sometimes it will freeze you, it will overwhelm you. So if that happens already, please remember that it is not about decorating your page, but it's more about what you're writing on it. And as you can see, I didn't care so much about the wobbly stamps. I even have here double, and it did not stamp really well. So to me, that's just fine. I think that imperfection is part of my process. So now that I'm done with my title or with the Bible verse, so I'm gonna write the Bible here, Bible number. Now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna decorate it. So one thing you can do with butterflies are you can pop them up. So you can just glue the middle part and then here. So you can pop up the wings. So fold little. I'm using a wet glue here so it will really stick on the paper. Although when you close the journal, it will flatten, of course. However, the idea of not gluing it on the paper will actually give you an illusion that you can still move it around even if it flattens when you close the journal. Add this just somewhere around here maybe, but I think I'm missing green here on this side, so I want to add this butterfly. As you can see, I'm just adding elements along the way. I'll be writing my journal here. So just like here, I like writing more on prayer. So I leave a big space, mostly the entire half page of my journal. That's where I write my prayers, my thank yous, and all my worries, everything else. It here to balance a green. So the decorating part is actually you feel like doing. I'm thinking if I should put the green butterfly here or on this part, because to make it balance, since the green one is already here, so I might put it at the bottom part just to give the balanced look. And then I also want to use the green washi tape cross, because like I said, I need more dark green to balance my color. So in this process, I think you will eventually learn how you want it. There's no formula on how to do this. It's just more of like it goes along with the process. The more you do it, the more you'll actually see how to balance your journal. Of course, looking at other journal spreads as inspiration also really helps. So you can start from there. You can actually copy this because these are just very simple. You can purchase the digital element from Illustrated Faith. I was just using a watercolor and then alphabet stamps, and that's it. So you can start from there, so you can see how to actually move around. The longer you do it, later on you would actually find your own style and figure out how you really wanted your own layout. So I still feel this is in proportion, so I'm thinking if I should add one more cross just so to balance this side. And also another thing about balancing, like I said, there's no really right or wrong formula when it comes to that, but using odd numbers like 3, 5, it looks better than the even ones. So instead of using just 2, it's better to use 3. In this case, like let's say I'm using 2 washi tape cross. Like I said, odd numbers are better, but if you can see, all my elements are now already in total of 5, except for this one. So but this one are really small ones, so they're just like an accent. But if you look at it, your eyes will focus more on the big elements, which are the butterflies and this 2 cross. So even though I only have 2 cross here, your eyes will actually look at it as I have 5 elements with me. So yeah, I think I like this positioning already. So the reason why I did this, it's because the green butterfly, to me, it kind of like too much green if I put the green cross here. So I have to break it with a different color that matches the other colors, which is this color. And so I have to put it there. So this time it doesn't look so much green already, but more of like a balance, because it's an alternate of the green and pink one. But then again, there's no right or wrong here. So if you make wrong decisions when it comes to sticking your die cuts or collages, just don't worry so much about it. It's just part of your process, learning curve, and can always cover it up. So if in case you're not happy about something, either you can pull it out or just cover it again. One way of covering it would be adding more layers. So if let's say you're not happy with that, you can just cover it with another die cut ephemeras. Like let's say you want to use a big card, a big tag, and then that's it. You wouldn't see if it's ugly or not to your eyes. Now here, I think, like I mentioned a while ago, this part looks like there's too many pink. However, it breaks the color with the watercolor background. Unlike on this part, the background is color green. So if I put more green here, there's too much green already. But in this part, since my background is green, even though I put these two colors together, it still kind of look like the color green alternates with the pink. I don't know if that makes sense. The design is pretty much finished. I just have to put my prayer there and the date as well. So I like using date stamp. You really don't have to, but I like the look of it. If you don't have this, a date stamp, but you have a number stamp like this one, you can also use this. Now I wanted to add a tab for my I saw a tab here just like this. I'm thinking if I should add it or more here. Now you don't want to overdo your spread as well, although too much is, it's also fine. And this is your journal, this is this is how you express your creativity, regardless it's too much or not. So that's up to you. But okay, so I think I'm just gonna stick with no tabs for now because kind of look too much already. There you go. Right, so next is just about the prayer journal time, and that's it. I'm done with my prayer journal, and that's pretty much the entire spread. I'm not sure if this is a quick video like I wanted it to happen, but what I do hope is that you were able to get an inspiration from this one, and more so encourage you to grab that journal. You don't have to have all these elements right now, but just simply grab colors, watercolor, crayon, whatever you can find in your desk or in your stash, and just start writing and add a little prayer to it, especially if you're feeling anxious. I promise you this will really help you. I've been through that kind of phase, and even though I don't feel like being creative, but just the journey of doing this, showing up, eventually it helped me get up and feel inspired at the same time. So there you go, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.